Hello. One technology that is unappreciated today in Western society is locomotives. Trains in Western society are extremely unappreciated. In the world today, trains are the primary form of land transportation. Underfunded and undervalued, the train transport system of North America is leagues behind Europe and Asia's technology. So let's take a moment to recognize the locomotive's impact on society. First, a quick history of trains. The inventor of the first locomotive is widely disputed, and many names pop up, depending on when you differentiate locomotives from steam engines. But the name that I believe is correct is James Watt. James Watt improved upon the designs of Thomas Newcomen's steam engine and created a reciprocating steam engine. In 1784, his steam engine was capable of powering a wheel. And while this design was in fact a stationary engine, he quickly recognized its ability to be modified on a smaller scale to power a locomotive, and promptly patented a design for a steam locomotive. Later that year, he and his employee William Murdoch produced the first steam-powered carriage. By the early 1830s, the first public rail system was being laid down, and by the 20th century, trains were the most popular form of transport. Since then, technology has gotten better, and trains have become the most efficient system of transport in the world. Its technological advances allowed for innovations in both speed and power, and just as a quick fact, the land speed record for trains is set by the J.R. Maglev, the Japanese rail train, which has reached a maximum of 581 kilometers per hour. Also, as an aside, the idea of rail transport is actually older than the trains. Its first appearance is in ancient Greek, where stone rails were used to guide horse-drawn wagons. Trains still play that role today, moving raw materials, processed goods, people, and everything else that we need to where we need it. And despite all of its pros, Western rails are becoming decrepit, and trucking is now the top bulk for land transportation. Even though trains are more efficient and cheaper than trucks, the government is not underfunded and underappreciated rails. Why? Because of lobbyists and oil and gas. All the money that should be going towards trains is actually being put into roads and trucking. It's a sad excuse, but there's nothing that can really be done about it now. Still, without trains, the Industrial Revolution would have been much slower, and today's modern infrastructure would have been much different. And that is why I believe that without a train, our society will be much, much different.